Okay. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this press conference. We are thrilled to have both the teams here to share the thoughts and experience from today's match. My name is Juan Moreno, and I will be guiding us through today's proceedings. We have a packet agenda, so let's get started. First, I'd like to introduce Talon team. Thank you guys for being here and joining us. So we are going to start with some questions from the media. Please raise your hand and I will give you the opportunity to ask. So we are going to start with SNET. Please remember, before to ask the question, say your media outlet on and who is the person that the question is focused. Go SNET.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Sneh from Sportskeeda Esports. My question is for Cruz. First of all, commiserations on the loss. So my question is that even with the 2-0 score line, the series looked like it could have been anyone's game. What would you say were the positives from your first match at Champions?
Um, I don't really see any positives. Like from my perspective, we didn't play to our potential at all. So yeah, that's just it. We made a lot of mistakes, and if we just did what we should have done, it would have been the other way. So I don't see any positives from the game we played.
Thank you, and good luck on your next match.
Thank you. Next question is from Antonio Sommer, Nerditude.
Hi, thank you so much. This is Antonio Sommer from Nerditude. My question is for Primi. Primi, this is your first champions and you had an excellent performance. How do you feel about that?
รู้สึกไงที่
I feel good that I can play well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Saulera.
Hello, guys. So my question was actually to the coach Frost, because after the first map, after the bind, he said that like that map could have been won like 13-6, but like the amount of personal mistakes and probably inexperience played their role. So I wanted to ask if you could like add something more on top of that after the whole match finished. Thank you.
Are you trying to get me to out players? Is that what you're trying to get me to do?
No. I just wanted to, yes, I just wanted to hear like what are the main points you think that could be improved before the next match? Thank you.
So it's just same old, same old. It's just at this point, you're playing teams that are too good. In Pacific, maybe we don't get punished as much, but the truth is you have the 16 best teams in the world, or technically 15 other best teams in the world. At this point, you can't be making mistakes and giving people rounds or doing things that you're not supposed to be doing and things you know you shouldn't be doing. However, this has been a consistent problem of ours since I would say the start of this roster. And at some point, we either are going to develop and not make these mistakes, or people like me are going to be out of a job. So unlucky.
Thank you for your reply. Let's trust the process and good luck in the next round. Thank you.
I love you for that, by the way. Respect.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Fanita.
Hello, I'm Finita Medef from Grill News, and I'm here to ask you two questions. I wanted to ask, first of all, how do you evaluate the team's performance in the match against LEVIATAN compared to the expectations that you had before the tournament began? This is for the coach.
I thought that series went incorrect. Not exactly how I thought it would. But in terms of everyone thinking we had a great performance, I pretty much expected that. I expected us to win 2-0. Obviously didn't expect us to lose. However, I think it just speaks to the fact that like when these guys play their best, I'm pretty sure we can beat any team in the world. The problem is, part of it is my fault too, where we seem to not be as prepared as I think we are, which means I need to do a better job in preparation to make sure that we don't consistently make these mistakes. That's one. And two, we're going to be completely honest. We've also had 5 rookies in franchising, partly my fault. We went from Lenny to Surf. Governor obviously is a rookie this year in VCT. Primi obviously is a rookie in VCT. And then, you know, did I forget anybody? I said 5, 4. Excuse me, 4. So there are, because of that, you are going to have, you know, mental lapses and, you know, inexperience is going to show. And that certainly means I need to be more patient. However, there's a standard that me and Cruz believe that this team needs to have. And often we find ourselves not meeting that standard. But if we do meet that standard, NA 1 seed is not that big of a problem, as you guys saw. We are often our worst enemies. And until we fix that, I'm not sure how competitive we can be. But I believe that at our best, we can actually win this tournament.
Thank you so much for your answer. My second question is for Primi. I wanted to ask, what do you consider to be the biggest challenge while facing Leviathan?
ก็คือคิดว่าอะไรเป็นแบบปัจจัยสำคัญที่จะตอนที่เราแข่งกับเลเวทานคือแบบอะไรมันเป็นข้อสำคัญที่จะทำให้เราสามารถชนะเขาได้
I think is communication. And if we listen to IGL, I think we're gonna better.
Why do you think that was a problem during this game?
Because we're trolls.
Yeah, maybe we told.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Fenita, for your question. Next question is from Siaba Frisbee.
Yeah, hello. My name is Sia or Zobi. I'm just freelance. My question is for Governor. The last time I saw you was actually in Dallas, Texas, right before the Fun Haver 10K LAN, and you were, playing 12 hours a day of ranked because you were nervous and not feeling at your best before heading to Korea. But now that you've played through the entirety of the VCT Pacific season and you've qualified for champions, how do you reflect on your growth so far with it being your rookie year in VCT, and what do you still think you need to focus on working on after the results from today's match?
I think what I need to, I think it's consistency. But this is something that is like a team problem as well. But I know in scrims, like the type of player I can be, and like how I communicate, how I aim, how I shoot. I think that's sort of been my biggest battle this whole year. I think it's gotten better. I've learned a lot of like tools and tips and like ways. A lot of it, as you mentioned, or a part of it, as you mentioned, was like just grinding ranked. I think I remember that day. I like was really tired off of like a 16-hour flight. Haven't played the game in a while. Took a little break, but I just realized I need to grind ranked again. So I just grinded ranked, and that's how I've been like trying to keep my form. But I've been doing it up until this point. But yeah, just consistency.
Thank you so much. Nice shooting on the neon, and good luck with your next matches.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Facundo, do you have a question?
She's good at her job. I don't know, whoever that was. She's freelance, but she's good at her job.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, hi guys. First of all, beside this result, it was a great match. I'm Facundo Dominguez of the news. My question is for the coach. You said a few questions ago, one thing that didn't help today was the overconfidence that was shown today in stage, and the way that Leviathan punished the mistakes. Besides that, what are your thoughts on the way that mostly Leviathan try to make the guys playing the Leviathan style?
Yeah, I think they obviously play with a lot of confidence. You could tell that early on. We had some rounds where we just hard punished them. They were very confident coming into this. I mean, they called us mid, right? So, and I don't blame King for feeling that way. He's NA's 1 seed. He should think everybody here is inferior to him at this point. So, this is no shot to him. He has the right to feel however he wants. I certainly believe we could have continued to punish them because, without getting too tactical and intricate, I'll just say that me and Cruz saw a lot of opportunities with certain things that we were doing, but we just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake when we're in good spots. And this is, again, going back to what I said earlier about we just overheat and we don't play together, and everybody needs to be a hero on this team without a cape, and it drives me insane. LEVIATAN, though, I think they played relatively well. I think, honestly, they deserve the credit for being NA's 1 seed, true. But you can see today that they were heavily reliant on very specific things, which obviously I don't want to hurt their chances against the next team. So I'm not going to diagnose exactly what the problem is because I'm not doing anybody's job for free. But I certainly think that they need to be ready because if they do believe that their confidence is real and that they are the team that they are going to be, this should have been a very, very, very good wake-up call for them in order to make sure that they tighten their things up, because this could have definitely gone the other way. But I do think that team certainly deserves the credit for not only beating us, but especially on Ascent punishing us for either being too slow or, in fairness, too stupid in certain situations.
Cool. Thank you so much for your answer. Next question is from Siddharth.
Hello, conversations on the loss. I'd like to ask this question to Coach Frost. You mentioned during the post-match press conference when you guys qualified for champions after defeating Team Secret that this is possibly Pacific's best chance at winning champions, and out of all 4 regions, Pacific teams combined are like the strongest coming into the event. After coming here and having scrims and like seeing some of the official matches, do you still believe that's the case, or have any other teams surprised you?
No, I believe that's the case, and I think even today we showed that NA's 1 seed. NA is, I would say, the fan favorite in terms of strength overall. But I think actually when you play, I think Pacific is still at the moment the strongest region. I think 1 through 4, all 4 of us can make it out of groups. If you saw today, if a few rounds go differently, we are up 2-0. All of you guys are like, what the heck is this? And then you'll see Pacific is actually nothing to mess with at the moment. I think I still think the top of the top, though, the top of NA and the top of EU certainly have good opportunities to win this. So I don't think it's going to be clean. But I certainly still believe, especially after practicing and feeling all the other NA teams, I think that, if we are the 4 seed, unlucky for the rest.
All right, good to hear. Just for your information, I have you guys making it out of the group in my pick'ems, and I believe in you guys. So yeah, good luck in the next game. Thank you.
Be better.
Thank you so much. And last question is from Raquel.
Hey guys, Raquel from VS Space. My question goes to Frost, and sorry for the loss. Premier is a player who has recently joined the team. And how did you manage to adapt to the team to the champions with his arrival?
Sorry, I'm just thinking. It's the hardest thing about it is he's so good. Sometimes it's like he can break all the rules and you have to like be flexible with it. And then it's just like, but I think he's so good. It didn't really require much. I think, he said it earlier, communication continues to be a problem. I can think of one round in specific where an American player makes a call and then quickly cancels it and adjusts to another call. And this is very difficult for him, obviously, because English is not his primary language. And then, he looks foolish because he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. But in fact, someone else said something to him and then quickly turned it around on him. And he's still trying to process it and shoot and play. And I think it's unfortunate that we have these situations happen sometimes with Jit, sometimes with him, even sometimes occasionally with Cruz. So I think I'm very empathetic with like how difficult I think this transition is from you know, playing ranked and just speaking Thai all the time to now all of a sudden you have to speak English and it's not your dominant language. I think he's handling it pretty well. And I think he's good enough that, like, obviously you see he can play at this level. That's not a concern. It's our job to sort of acclimate him better. And it's his job, obviously, to take his job seriously and practice and train and study and, you know, learn characters that he's potentially not comfortable with. But acclimating him wasn't, I think, as difficult as I may have, you know, initially, I guess, led everybody on, because, you know, that was a little bit of gamesmanship for Secret and everybody else who are going to play in playoffs.
Thank you, and good luck in the next match.
Thank you. We need it.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Talon, for your insights and for being here today. Your determination and sportsmanship are commendable. We look forward to seeing your future matches and success. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.